Next up, we have the Green Bay Packers. Now, with the Packers going into last year, you don't need anything. You got Aaron Rodgers, right? Like, just clean, cut, and dry, and just leave it at that. But now, realistically, when you look at the draft class and everything that they brought in, as far as last year's goes, they had some impactful players. They had Jair Alexander, who actually came on for them as a corner. It was big time for them, and all that good stuff. Aaron Jones came out and balled out hardcore. They had Jamal Williams balling out. I think they had an idea of where they wanted to go as a team, and it was working out in their favor. The biggest thing going into last year is the biggest question a lot of people had was what is going to happen now that Jordan Nelson's gone. And Devontae Adams stepped up big time. He did his thing. He tore it up. I was a huge Devontae Adams fan. I think the dude's a beast receiver. I think he's an underrated receiver when it comes down to it. Dude is a definitely a beast receiver. Defensively, like I said, they had Jair Alexander stacked up. They got rid of Ha Clint Dix in the middle of the year, which was really crazy. I just did not see that happening. I thought Ha Clint Dix was definitely a key piece of that defense and what they wanted to do moving forward, but they felt otherwise. They had some good inside linebackers. They were just a good, okay-ish defense that still needed some help, turning that corner. And I think they're trying to build an identity now with bringing in a new quarterback or bringing in a new head coach. Got rid of Mike McCarthy, had to firing him. It was just a really wild, wacky season from the Packers, and that's something that we haven't expected from them from quite some time. And it was just a really wild and wacky season. The best pick, in my personal opinion, was Rashawn Gary. I think he's another young building block for this defense. Like I said in the opening, they had Jair Alexander come in and tear it up and actually play really good ball like them. They got Kevin King that's coming into his own and things like that. So they got some good young pieces in place. If Rashawn Gary can stay healthy and definitely be that edge rusher that they need him to be, I think they're going to be set in stone. They're building this team to get after the quarterback. I guess they got tired of people getting after their quarterback. They want to attack some quarterbacks. So they're definitely building this team to get after the quarterback and force that ball out a little bit more quicker. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen as far as their run defense goes. But I think protecting against the pass, they're going to be a lot more dangerous this year because of a guy like Rashawn Gary, definitely the development of Jair Alexander, and the development of Kevin King. So my biggest issue with this draft class is not the emphasis or the priority to protect Aaron Rodgers. As you can see over the last two seasons, Aaron Rodgers has been definitely banged up. I think in the opening game, I want to say it was opening game or definitely early in the season. I think it was week 1. He got banged up against Chicago, and he came back in the game and had a banged up leg, and his leg was probably banged up for another couple of weeks after that point. And Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback that needs his legs. He likes to be mobile. He likes to get out of the pocket and make a lot of good throwing runs. Like he likes to be that guy. That's what he does best. And then you think about the year prior to that, him breaking his collarbone. I would say clavicle. Same thing. Same difference. So him doing that and getting hurt and banged up like that and then coming back and hopefully trying to save their season. They are putting too much pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Granted, he's getting paid like it, but they're just putting too much pressure on Aaron Rodgers to be exactly perfect. And as soon as he goes down, they have nothing. And so if you're a team that's built like that, if you're a quarterback needy team, then you're going to hurt yourself in the long run. And Green Bay Packers are the most quarterback needy team in all of NFL. They don't care about protecting Aaron Rodgers. They don't care about doing anything else. All they want to do is get Aaron Rodgers out there and have him go throw for 4 touchdowns, and hopefully that they can do something. But it irritates me that teams have a good quarterback and they don't do the right things as far as protecting them. And in this draft class, I feel like they didn't do enough to try to protect them. Now, the pick that the Green Bay Packers made that I liked the most was the center, Elgton Jenkins. Now, when you look at everything that he's going to be able to do from the interior standpoint, he's definitely going to give Aaron Rodgers that pocket to step up in and definitely just, hopefully, I think, overall improve their run game a little bit as well. And that's something they want to do as far as also helping protecting Aaron Rodgers. So now you get a guy that Aaron Rodgers can step in the pocket and feel comfortable stepping up in the pocket with. I know on their website they had him listed at guard. I hope he plays center, but that's yet to be seen. It depends on if they try us out new formula on the offense line and things like that. I hope he plays some center though, because I really feel like that's what Aaron Rodgers needs. He just needs that clean interior pocket. His tackles get beat. Aaron Rodgers is a good pocket maneuverer. Like he can maneuver extremely well in the pocket. So if he sees those tackles getting beat or those tackles pushing guys upfield, he can step up in the pocket, go left and go right. You got to protect them from the interior or at least the outside. You got to protect them somehow. And so I feel like a guy like Jenkins is definitely going to protect them in the interior and give them the overall ability to be able to run the ball to also protect Aaron Rodgers from having to throw so many times during the game as well. So with that being said, I felt like when it came down to it, they didn't put a bigger priority on protecting Aaron Rodgers. Yes, you got Jenkins in the second round, but then they got like Jay Sternberger in the third round. Like that's a tight end. You don't need another tight end. You got Jimmy G there. You can go. Rather for you to go offensive lineman at that position or at that pick and then go for a tight end in a later part of the draft. But that's just one of the few picks that they made. It just didn't make any sense to me. So overall, I feel like they deserve to see. You got to put a big emphasis on protecting Aaron Rodgers. He's going to win you. He spots you 10 games every year. Aaron Rodgers spots you 10 games, in my personal opinion. But if you can't protect him or if he's laying on his back and he can't do what he does best, then those 10 games dwindle down to like 7 or 8. So if you can protect him, he can get you those 10 games. Your defense can win you one. Now you're 11-5 and you're in the playoffs. So that's what you need to do. I know they're trying to build an identity defensively, and that's why they took a more defensive look at the draft, if you will. And then overall, it was just a heavy defensive draft. So I get that. But realistically, I just feel like they needed to put a bigger emphasis on protecting Aaron Rodgers and give him a better chance to be successful, and give them the hope by giving him a better chance to be more successful. They give the whole team a better chance to win more ball games. So that's all I have for you Packers fans. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Was that grade way too low for this team? Debate me. Let me know what you think. Who are some spotlight guys that I didn't talk about in this class that are probably better than the guys that I did talk about, and what they can do and what they can bring to the table. And then overall, do you guys think the Packers are going to be a playoff team this year with what they have in place and with the North being as tough as it's going to be this year? Do you think the Packers can actually pull out a playoff berth? Maybe the North pits in 3 teams. I feel like the North probably could pit in 3 teams this year. Detroit probably being at the bottom of the division. But that's just between me and you. If you're not a footballologist yet, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel so they become a footballologist. And stay safe, football fans.